Guys, welcome to AWOR Debates. Today we're going to talk about...
You want to do the leadership one?
Yeah, we can do that. Alright, we're going to talk about what are the best qualities that a team leader needs to have. My name is Justice. I run the AWOR team. This is,
I'm Corporal Squeamish. I'm a member of his team.
all feelings and all ranks aside, because he's, what, 5th, 6th down? Something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, yeah, like, so like, say what you feel.
Alright,
I'll go ahead and start. One of the strongest qualities that I think that a team leader needs to have is integrity. Wait, can I only pick one, or can I pick like 3 or like 4?
Do whatever you need to do. We can debate, you know.
Let's limit it to like 5.
Okay.
Because I can like name every single like kind book name in the fucking book.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go with 5. Integrity, honesty.
Maybe not 5.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess like sense of humor, because we joke a lot.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Seriousness is along with sense of humor. You gotta know when to joke around and know when to be serious. And then for the last one, I don't know, caring. I don't know. All right. So the first one I said is integrity. You have to have integrity to run a team. We have 19 members on this team. I've ran this team for almost 3 years now.
And started it.
Yeah, and 2 of my friends and myself started this team. About almost 3 years ago, coming up in January, actually. January 24th or 26th, one of them. You have to have the integrity to actually talk to people, to get to know your team. 19 guys, I can honestly say I do not know them all personally. We did do a lot of recruiting. I can honestly say that I know a good 14, 15 personally, like, you know, decent enough to be like, I will trust them driving my car somewhere. The rest of them, I still gotta get to know them. Honesty, you can't sit there and lie to your team. You gotta be honest. You know, like, dude, you know, you're just not working out for the team. You can't sit there and lie and lead them on, and you can't sit there and lie like, hey guys, let's take money for patches, and then never order patches. I showed up with fucking like 100 patches. And everybody donated like $5. I myself included. Name tapes, things like that. You have to be honest to your team. You know, you can't recruit people and be like, oh, this team's just mellow, we're just chill, we just go out there and play, and then they come out and play, and you're like, get the fuck out, you know, screaming, barking orders. Like, everybody knew how we played, you know, and how we do play, and what they were getting themselves into. Sense of humor, you gotta be able to joke. I mean, yeah, sometimes, you know, you want to get serious. I know I'm a serious player. But then we sit there and joke all the time. Like, we can be getting shot at telling jokes to each other. It doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. As long as you're having fun, that's what it's about.
Yeah, very true.
Seriousness, you gotta be serious sometimes. Like, it's not all jokes and, you know, fun things like that. Like, today, the entire team did 10 push-ups, including myself, simply because, I don't know, we had a complaint on one of the members that he wasn't calling us hit. I take that stuff very seriously. I don't even know if it was true. We actually had a guy on the opposite team say, you know, they're just complaining because we shoot them. He actually watched one of his teammates. He was on the enemy team. He watched one of his teammates shooting at one of, you know, the guys that's on the team, and he was sitting there hitting the tree, 2 trees in front of like the guy, and he's sitting there yelling at him, "Hey, call your hits." And I just do it just to make sure. You know, everybody knows our patch around us, you know, and it reflects on me and it reflects on fellow members. For the 5th one, what did I say? Integrity, honesty, sense of humor, seriousness.
Yeah, you gotta know when to be serious.
What did I say? I don't know.
Well, you didn't discuss seriousness yet.
Not yet, I did.
Were you? Really?
Yeah, about like team discipline.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then you gotta be serious with, like, you know, team requirements. Like, we require comms, we require multicam, woodland. I give people a month. If they don't hit that month mark, guess what? You're either getting bumped down, if you're a member, to a recruit, and then you have to work your way back up, or we might just drop you. You know, we'll go like, hey, we told you, sorry, dude. Or we'll give you a couple chances. If you can't do it, we'll work with you. If you give an explanation, we'll work with you. 5. What the hell did I say? Do you remember?
Oh.
All right. Well, then there's my 4. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you think here?
Well, I feel like overall there's probably a couple things that I would disagree with, but there's one thing that needs to be added. You have to actually know at least some type of tactics, as in know your style of play and what your team is good at.
No, we're doing quality. It's not like
What? That knowledgeable? Would that be better?
something like that. Well, I mean, okay,
I told you I wouldn't be good at this one.
he's tactical. That is kind of a quality, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, well,
I guess.
yeah, because like I mean, even if it's, since you want to argue, I'd say it's more of a knowledge-based thing than anything, because like
Pew pew.
you always have those leaders that go out and they're like, well, I'm gonna start a team. I've never been on a team and I have no idea what I'm doing,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna act like it, you know. And though, like you said, honesty. You gotta be honest with your team. You know, if you have a bunch of players on your team, you need to flat out say, you know, hey guys, this is my first team. I haven't been doing it very long. You know, this is what's gonna happen. If you don't like it, we can figure it out because I'm new to this. You can't just put on that act that you've been doing it for years. One thing that is good, like he said, a sense of humor. Because, I mean, if you do not have a sense of humor, you cannot have a team. Like, everybody is different. And if you cannot find one thing that applies to at least one of those people, then you probably shouldn't talk to people. Because it's like that sense of humor makes the team. I mean, everybody knows our reputation as they're those funny guys that once we actually start playing, we're very tactical and we get stuff done.
Oh, we get called cheaters out of our field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's from Woodland.
Yeah,
Until we play with them, then they follow us around.
Yep, we get called cheaters. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, it's like
Oh my goodness.
it's like we try and we are that honest team, but sometimes people don't pay attention to that. It's like the way we play, people just assume we're cheating because we actually get stuff done. And then the one time we switch teams and play with them, which because we do run multicam in Woodland, we'll run with a different team for one time, and all of a sudden the people who were calling us cheaters are following us because they know we actually know what to do.
Or buying multicam and trying to join the team.
Yeah, yep. Thanks, but that means a lot. But the one thing I feel like the most important thing a leader needs to have is he does need to have that knowledge to actually play. Like, you have to be tactical and be able to know when to just bum rush in, which which we do every once in a while, and it's like,
We actually did that today.
did you really? And I missed it.
Whole game.
Damn it.
Yeah, you missed it.
You know, it's one of those things where if you don't know when to switch up tactics, there's no way to win. I mean, if you're pinned down and you're trying to go all tactical, trying not to lose anybody,
People are gonna get shot.
yeah, there's
Definitely
I
an
mean,
airsoft.
Yeah, I mean, it's airsoft.
That's why we have
Sometimes,
20 people.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes the best way is to just send a guy out and see
Send
what
the
happens.
recruits! No, I'm
Yep.
kidding. That's
Like,
bad.
Recruits take point.
Exactly. I kept on making Edward take the point today.
Yeah, and I mean, it would probably definitely be, they have to be knowledgeable, and they have to have the tactical way of thinking.
On a grenade. Alright, is it a 2?
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, well.
Come on, I was struggling.
Yeah, I know, right?
Your turn.
I guess I agree with you on the whole honesty thing. I did mention that earlier. It's the honesty of the team. People need to know who you are. I mean, don't be a stranger with your players, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean,
I'll text everybody.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, right now, I mean, I'm just hanging out with him. You know, it's like if I didn't know him, I wouldn't know my leader. You know, he could be putting on an act. And
We're doing a bonfire here pretty soon too.
cool.
Or Cronies, they have a pound of wings for like $9.
Oh, dude, yeah.
boneless or
I love myself some wings, dude.
or bone. Yeah, it's right there, and they have like a round table, so we could bring the entire team up there. We're gonna do that here before
the
what?
event.
Dude, that's next Sunday.
November 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Next Sunday.
This upcoming Sunday.
Shit.
Today's the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
so you add 7 days to today,
Yep. Alright.
which will make it the 8th.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and then
So are you
so
gonna,
next Sunday.
are we gonna play Saturday then?
Yeah, we can go out to Ram play Saturday, and then
Get a little warm up.
PBX.
Okay.
What about seriousness?
Okay. Seriousness, that's a good one to bring up. There is that point where the joking does need to stop. You have to be able to know when you need to actually get something done. Like, you can't just wander around screaming and yelling and joking around with your team.
Yep.
'Cause
Although it's fun.
nothing's ever going to get done. I mean, there's a point where it's okay and when it's not. I mean, especially when we go out and we do the events where it's a pay-to-play event. We're out and we're actually doing something to help the team.
Yeah.
That's when you got to be serious and you got to know,
Yep.
You got to know when to play.
When we're on the field, it's being serious. Once we get off, whoa, smacking asses and high fives, dude. We're having a good time, sharing water, sharing jerky, sharing chips. Talking about how it went down, and then right before we go on, the seriousness hits again. I'm like, all right, guys, look, we didn't keep enough communications. We didn't do something like that, or hey, we did fuck yeah job. It was tits, good job, and it's
Yeah, but
you gotta keep
zone. There's a lot of jerky.
yeah, you gotta keep a balance though. You gotta keep a balance between.
Definitely.
You can't be serious all the time because then nobody's gonna like you. I have a dry sense of humor and I'm very blunt. If I see something about you that I don't like, I'll point it out to you and I'll tell you. That's how I am. That's how I was raised. But then on the other hand, I have a really nice sense of humor. I'll make fun of myself. I'll make fun of other people, not like intentionally, but to the point where everybody laughs. They laugh. It's just a fun little thing.
Yeah, you can't be a bully. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a major thing. Like, just because you are leading these guys or these girls, you cannot.
Oh yeah. Oh, we do got a girl on the team. We got
you
two.
cannot bully them. It's a team thing. It's all right to joke around, but then there's that step where you got to kind of tone it down.
Yep.
Because then you get people that don't like you and don't listen.
Yep. All right. What else?
Um.
You can't be like a complete dictator.
Yeah.
Like,
gotta
I mean,
take votes
I might
and
be a
stuff.
team leader, but I have a co-leader and then 2 captains, which all those guys share the same exact power that I have, simply because they've been on the team for months, some of them years. Anything that I want to do that's serious, I ask them, hey, do you guys think this is a good idea? It's not a dictatorship, especially whenever you're running 20 guys. You got to think of it like, your own little club. Like, yo, should we make comms, mandatory, like communications, a walkie, a PTT, maybe not even a PTT. I think that we decided on walkies.
Yeah.
Just have a walkie. I was like, that's a big step. Some people are going to be like, well, I can't afford that. Same thing with the camo. I asked them, and then we take it to, from there, it's like, if all 4 of us, there's 4, 2 captains, a co-leader, and the leader myself, and we figure out, let's see, walkies, $20 for 2. Well, then, people can start splitting them $10 each, $10 each. I have 7 myself, and I sell them for $5 to the team. I don't sell them to anybody else. The reason why I do that is to help out the team. Camo, $5 for multicam top, $5 for bottom, unless you go with, a BDU like that. I mean, you look at, I got these brand new for $5. It's not a big, expensive thing. We say that you need multicam, simply because
That's our majority.
it's the majority, but the way that we travel a lot, so it's kind of like if you're struggling to get multicam, you're probably not going to make it to $60 events. You're probably not going to make it to $30 events every other month. You're probably not, going to go to so many pay-to-play places. Like, we go to an event, we roll 3-4 cars deep to fit everybody in there.
Mm-hmm. And we stop at Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell, A&W, wherever.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
everywhere we go, there's an economic boom because we're dropping like $300 on food.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else?
Reliability.
How so?
Well, I feel like if you have a leader who's not reliable, as in like one day he may be there, one day not, and he doesn't alert the team kind of thing.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
No, I mean there's a point where it's like you know, if you're there more than your leader is, and there's no reason why, you know, maybe he got drunk and decided to sit at home. That's not okay.
Who did that? Oh, I know. Hutch just slept in. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's
like that's not okay. I mean, you gotta stick to your team and alert your team when things change. I mean,
communication's a
yeah,
big key.
exactly. Communication. That's one of the biggest things that we hit it right on the head. It's communication, because we need to know what's going on. If you're not going to show up, we need to know you're not showing up.
Exactly. And I don't care if you don't show up. You just let me know. You'd be like, hey, I got basketball today. Go kill it in basketball, bro.
Yep.
Hey, you know, it's football season. We have a lot, probably 90% of the team is involved in sports and some type of sport. And, some, you know, typically football, baseball, a couple basketball guys. I race BMX professionally. I wasn't out at the field for 2 months because every single weekend I was out in California, Texas, New York, Canada, things like that. But I alerted the team.
We got an alert.
I let them know every single time that I was leaving. And then I told my co-leader, my captains, hey, you guys are running the team right now. Alert me if anything major happens. You know, I told them. They went ahead and did the roll calls for every single weekend. They brought on new recruits. They did the whole roster. They did the information for the new recruits, things like that. And it's a communication thing. You can't rely on yourself to take care of 20 guys. That's actually a big burden.
Mm-hmm.
But like communication, we have a mass texting thing, and also Facebook groups, and also singular texting. And we keep in communication. You know, some of the guys go to school together. We all go to the same field every Saturday. It's our local private field. We go there every single Saturday.
Yep.
Or at least try to. And I mean, like today, he was supposed to run the games out there. He couldn't make it. He announced it to everybody. You know, won't be out there. You know, family problems came up. And that's really a huge thing. So yeah, communication is a big thing whenever you're running an airsoft team, especially, you know, upwards, about 10 or above. Even below that, it's important, but whenever you get past 10, you have 10 guys that you gotta, you know, let them know what's going on, what events you're going to, like.
Yeah, it's not just yourself.
Yeah, on the 9th, we're heading up to Paintball Explosion, PBX. Probably 5-6 different times I've sent out mass messages. I've talked to the guys on the team out at the field. I've talked to them on Facebook. You know, I have an entire list of who's going, who's a no, and who's maybes. And I'm still asking them constantly, making sure we have, you know, time set up, we have the car ride set up, everything like that. We have gas set up, food, snacks, everything like that. And it's a constant thing whenever you're running 20 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Especially whenever you go to a pay-to-play. Which, I mean, people might be like, what's a pay-to-play? We call it pay-to-play because our private field, we don't have to pay. We pay a voluntarily $5, and we play for the entire year. And it's simply to keep our forums running. So pay-to-play is like going somewhere and paying $30 to play.
Yep. Or
25 or 20, how much ever your field is. And then like the whole YouTube thing like we're doing now, it's voluntarily. I started this YouTube channel just because I wanted to ultimately show my parents what I was doing because they hated it and they still hate it. But I like seeing me shoot people and I like seeing my team, you know, run through the forest, Leroy Jenkins. I like looking back on memories of the team ultimately. Like looking back from our first video and seeing the entire team in ACU, just bright ass ACU, and then seeing us all now. It's something like that. I don't get paid for this. I don't expect to get paid for this. I don't get endorsements. I don't really care about that, you know. I'm not Scout the Dougie, Crazy NC Man, Milsim Junkie, any of those guys. So it's ultimately just a fun thing to do here in town. In Rockford, there's not much to do, you know, except for get shot or robbed.
Yeah, you're right on that one, I guess.
I mean, really, it's like, what, third in the nation for the worst place to live.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whenever you find hobbies like this, you really get into it.
You definitely have to stick to it. I mean,
yep.
It's a brotherhood for airsoft, I'd say. I mean, because that's the one thing. Everybody's got to stick together when it comes to airsoft. Because I mean, if one person walks out of his house with his airsoft gun out and acts like he's shooting at people, then the whole thing's gonna have a problem. Like SB 119, I believe it was, or 199.
California.
Yeah, the California law. I mean, even though it's not in effect yet.
Yeah, it was.
It did.
Yep.
See, I thought it was 2016.
No, they passed it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because like, I mean, think about it like that. Do you really want your airsoft field to have to run around with neon tape all over your gun just because one guy decided he was gonna
it's
walk outside. I mean,
it's like 3 or 4 different parts on the gun.
yeah, it's like
People complain about wearing armbands. Like,
yeah,
Jesus, dude.
like you just
Shut up.
you have to. It's respect for the other players, I guess you could say. Most of all, don't ruin it for everybody else if you're not gonna.
All right, off topic.
Yeah.
We're off topic.
Yeah, really off topic.
Hard off topic. All right, what else?
Shit, I went over 5. It's your turn. Debate.
I don't really have like a debate for it, to be honest. I mean,
it
it's
really
just,
isn't, because I mean we kind of agreed on most of it.
Yeah.
You gotta be loud. You gotta be able to be loud sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Dang, really? I mean, we pretty much went over everything. If you
Yeah.
guys have anything to let us know, like, hey, you know, I think a leader should be such and such, or a leader should be, you know, blah blah blah. Let us know. You know, this is a debate between, you know, Tristan and myself, or Squeamish and myself, to you guys. You know, we want to see the feedback. We want to hear feedback. We want, you know, you guys to get involved with this. Like I said, this is only the 2nd episode, so it's really, you know, as long as you guys want us to keep on doing this, we'll keep on doing it. We'll keep on doing different topics like best gear, best underwear while going airsoft. I don't know, just stupid stuff. You know, it's fun to do.
Cheapest loadout, easy to start, best starter guns.
Dude, I think I got you on that one.
Yeah.
Cheapest loadout, that combat machine and this tactical vest right there.
Yeah.
It was like $30. That's like 150. I mean, under $200, I can get a cheap loadout.
Yeah.
And that's used. Or, I mean, that's new. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I feel like the more comments we
playing with
get on stuff to do, the more we'll be able to do them. Because if we don't know what you guys want, you're going to be watching a video of us just rambling on. I mean, tell us what you want us to debate about. I mean, we're both very widespread in airsoft. We know a lot about different gear, different guns, that kind of stuff. If you want us to talk about something, I mean, we can have a debate about that stuff. But you got to leave a comment and tell us what you want to hear.
Exactly. Either on Facebook or YouTube. If you don't have us on Facebook, we upload pictures of the team, updates of the team. Facebook.com/AWOR Airsoft. Or just look in your little search bar for AWR Airsoft. I think the profile picture is this, and then the cover photo is us at Operation Berlin 2 in Janesville.
Yep.
But again, guys, thanks for watching this debate on, you know, qualities that a team leader should have. My name is Justice, leader of Airsoft, and...
Yeah, I'm Squeamish. Corporal with him.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.